I want to welcome the founders on stage to give some love. Marcos, Lotus, Demetrius, Masa. Demetrius told me to do this. I'm just a messenger. There they are. Let's hear it for them. To make this takes a lot of work, so let's definitely give him much love for this. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Another quick shout out to Lorenzo over there. You guys are like, who's Lorenzo? Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Absolutely.
So thank you, Jeremy, for giving me the stage. And thank you all. It's lovely to see you here. I just wanted to say that I'm from Pantheon University in Athens. We are doing now research on digital nomads and on the personality traits of digital nomads, how the mindset of people like you, like me, because I'm also like a remote worker, we kind of shape the way labor is perceived. And so I just have like a quick quiz for you on your personality. It will take no more than 5 minutes. And I will be outside. So if you have some information, you want to do it, just please join me. And I hope you enjoy the festival in general. So thank you, Jeremy.
My pleasure. All right. Who has heard about the Acropolis? Who's been there yet so far? Anyone? Anyone? They say it's the most beautiful view in Greece. I don't agree. I think this is the most beautiful view. Oh, wow. Look at all these people. I love it. Can't win them all. All right, we're going to get started. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of today. It is Saturday, in case you're wondering. And we have some amazing talks. After this, I'm going to go over the coffee breaks. Who's excited for the coffee breaks? We also have a lunch sponsored, so it's completely paid for. What? Who doesn't like free food? Right? That's why I'm here. I don't know about you. That's the only reason I'm here. So we have some talks by Safir. Jamal is going to come up in a second. He talks about why we are ghosting the local economy. We have one of my closest friends, Freeman, talking about how to achieve true freedom as a digital nomad. And then at 11:40, we have a coffee break. I talked about it earlier. I know, throwback. And then we have Who Doesn't Like AI Business Level Up by Alex Northstar. I love his name. Then we have a lunch break at 1 or 13, depending on if you're from the United States or Europe. We have Invisible Leverage, how to top freelancers using process. We have Story Selling, how to sell stories that convert to dream clients. And then we have another sweets and coffee break at 15:55, included in the ticket. And then we have, last but not least, no, that wasn't. We have money mindset secrets for digital nomads. Who wants some money mindset tricks? That's some good hands. Why not? Okay, just making sure. Just messing with you. All right, and then we have, last but not least, we have a beautiful panel with Masa. Huge shout out to Masa. Where are you at? She's not here. She left. I was kidding. And that's it. I'm just going to introduce the first speaker. Yeah? Sounds good? Cool. Sounds good? Jeez. This is my job, to make sure you all have energy and are feeling amazing, okay? I'm on your team here, okay? Thank you. All right. All right. First off, going to my beautiful notes. It definitely resets. All right. We have Safir. Who's talking? If anyone's talking, look at them awkwardly. Like, what are you doing? I'm trying to listen to today. I came here. I'm really excited. All right. Safir Jamal is the founder of Global Nomad Pass, the membership that rewards you for supporting local businesses around the world. Jamal is a seasoned entrepreneur. He successfully built multiple companies in Silicon Valley and was previously the head of global strategy for the iconic Gillette brand. Who shaves their beard, right? Gillette, we've heard of it. He is passionate about leveraging the economic impact of digital nomads to empower local businesses and created Global Nomad Pass to financially reward nomads for their spending choices. Originally from Toronto, Canada, Safir has traveled to over 65 countries, speaks not 4, but 5 languages. Yeah, gotcha. And has been a full-time digital nomad for the past 4 years. Let's hear it for Safir and Jamal. Thank you.
The clicker for the slides. I'm on. Perfect. All right. Thank you, Jeremy. Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? We can do better. How's everyone doing? Awesome. Great. Well, good morning. My name is Safir Jamal, and today we are going to talk about ghosting. Who knows what ghosting is? You've heard the word. It means to disappear, to vanish, when you leave someone unread and you don't respond to their texts. And what I'm here to tell you is that, honestly, it's not a very nice thing to do, but all of us are guilty of ghosting. Now, some of us are guilty of ghosting some other people in this room, but all of us are guilty of ghosting the local economy. You see, in life, there are some people who actually never get ghosted. Celebrities, athletes, the hottest guys and the hottest girls. No one would ever dare ghost them. Why? Because they are popular. Popularity defies ghosting. It's in our faces. We can't ignore it. And in the same way, there are multinational brands out there that never get ghosted. McDonald's, Starbucks, Marriott, in our faces, we cannot ignore them. But who does get ignored? Local businesses, the local cafes, the local restaurants, the local business owners who struggle every single day to earn our attention and, more importantly, to earn our spending dollars as travelers. And so look, today I'm going to talk to us about why this happens, why we should be bothered by it, and most importantly, we're going to talk about what we can do about it. All right? I've had the privilege of traveling to over 70 countries, and no matter where I go, I've honestly observed the same story time and time again. I'll go to a new destination, and I'll discover an amazing hidden gem, an amazing cafe, a neighborhood restaurant run by a passionate local owner. It really feels like I've experienced this unique heartbeat of the city with this buzzing energy, and I love it. I'm like, this is what makes me feel alive. This is why I travel. And then I'll go back to that place, or I'll recommend that place to some of you who are going to the same destination. Guys, you have to go to this place. It's amazing. Except you're going to go there, and you're going to tell me, Safir, you're a liar, because I went, and the place is closed. It's shut down, out of sight, out of mind. It does not exist anymore. And this happens. I'm sure some of you can relate. And why does it happen? Well, in that place, what has replaced some of these local businesses are multinational, with the same logos that we've seen all around the world, without soul, without that neighborhood feel, without that local energy and that passion, which is originally what captivated us. And so, because I've seen this pattern time and time again, as have you, it's made me realize a powerful economic truth. And look, if you take one thing away from today's talk, let it be this. Where we spend our money matters more than how much we spend. Let that sink in for a second. Where we spend our money matters more than how much we spend. It is not about the size of our transactions. Instead, it is about the direction of our choices. Now look, this is not some philosophical statement. It is also not an ideological statement. This, my friends, is actually just a mathematical statement. So let's understand some of the numbers, shall we? When we travel and we purchase from a multinational chain, studies estimate that up to 75% of the money that we spend on that purchase leaves the country. Economists call this economic leakage, because the money that we spend literally leaks out of the local economy. And so where does it go? It goes to the parent corporation, which is usually located overseas. And that takes the form of royalties and franchise fees. It takes the form of equipment purchases that are usually made by corporate-approved vendors at a global scale, not local. It takes the form of ingredient purchases that, again, are not bought from local farms or local sources. They're usually bought from corporate vendors, usually a large food distributor, again, located overseas. And, of course, it takes the form of corporate profits. Usually, these multinationals are only spending about 25% of the money that you spend on a purchase on local expenses, like rent for the local venue, or local wages, or local utilities. But mathematically, that only accounts to about 25% of that money that you spent on that purchase that stays in the local economy. By contrast, if you were to make a purchase at a local business, there is no economic leakage, because 100% of the money that you spend on that purchase stays in the local economy. It benefits the country that you're visiting. There's no franchise fees, there's no equipment purchases from an overseas equipment manufacturer that is at a scale of a corporate multinational. They're usually sourcing their ingredients from local sources, local farms, and the profits stay in the country where they belong. Who's surprised by this? Did all of us know this, or is this eye-opening? Truthfully, it was quite eye-opening when I came across this, and it makes you think differently. But what I want us to really understand is that not only are we talking here about money that leaves the country versus money that stays in the country, but we're also understanding that when we support local businesses and we keep 100% of the money in the country, there's another magical force at play, and that's called recirculation. You see, studies estimate that when we make a purchase at a local business, local businesses recirculate up to 3 times more money back into the local economy and benefiting the local community than a multinational chain. This is proven. These are facts. And so what we have to understand is that where we spend our money matters more than how much we spend. This is backed by math. And we have to acknowledge that there are forces in this world that are making the math not math anymore, because society is conditioned differently. We are conditioned to favor convenience and quality. It's easier to order from a menu that we're already familiar with, especially when you come to a new country, right? It's easier to trust a brand that we already have some level of inbound trust for versus a brand new place. It's easier to go to a place that is conveniently located around us, and multinationals have the budget and the convenience power to, locate themselves where they know that the traffic is going to come. It is easier to be a customer of a multinational when we travel than it is to be a customer of a local business. But let's understand what recirculation means on a very micro level that hopefully all of us can relate to. Think about the last time you purchased a coffee while you were traveling abroad. Now, some of us made that purchase at a Starbucks or something similar. And again, I'm not saying anything about the quality of the product. This is purely just about comparison. But when we made that purchase at a Starbucks abroad, assuming you were not in Seattle, where Starbucks headquarters is, up to 75% of the money that you spent on that Starbucks coffee left the country, did not stay in the economy that you were visiting, and actually made its way to Starbucks headquarters in Seattle. But if you bought that same cup of coffee from a local cafe, a few things happened. Number one, 100% of the money you spent on that coffee stayed in the country. Number two, the money that you spent actually benefited an individual. It didn't benefit a corporation. It went to a local business owner, a local cafe owner. And what did that person do? That person used that money to pay their staff and create local jobs. That person used that money to buy groceries for their family at a local grocery store. That person went to dinner at a neighborhood restaurant with their friends, again, putting money back into the economy locally. If the cafe had a vinyl sign outside the shop that broke, that local cafe owner went to repair that vinyl sign at a local repair shop, all with the money that you spent on that local coffee. You see, the money that you spent stayed in the country, stayed in the community, stayed in the local economy, and it changed hands. It recirculated up to 3 times more. And so the money changes hands, it flows, and it grows. All right, now I'd like for everyone to close their eyes. We're going to do a little imagination exercise, so please close your eyes. And I want you to imagine your favorite travel destination. It could be a place that you call home. It could be a place where you feel is your second home. It could even be a place that you've discovered here in Greece. It could be a place that over the last 24 hours you've shared with some of these amazing friends that you've made here at Athens Nomad Fest, talking to them about how amazing this place was. And let's dissect that. What is so amazing about this place? Is it the nature? Yeah, probably. But I would venture a guess that it is also because you loved an amazing restaurant there. You had food that was out of this world. The cafe culture was amazing. You found this incredible yoga studio that just totally transformed your experience. Maybe you found a co-living or a co-working community that really, really made you feel like you belonged. You see, if we don't support local businesses, it's not just the local economy that suffers. Our travel experience suffers too. Open your eyes and look around. Because what you have to acknowledge, and we all have to come to this truth, is that our travel experiences, our delight in traveling, is highly dependent on our ability to enjoy local businesses. When we interact with local businesses, it makes us happy, and it literally shapes our travel experiences. And so, if we do nothing, and we continue to let the forces of quality and standardization and convenience and multinational power continue to influence our day-to-day purchase decisions at a very subconscious level, what's going to happen? Well, local businesses are going to die. And it's not me being dramatic. Local businesses are already dying. We can all attest to this. We've all seen this happen time and time again. And so what's going to really, really hit us hard is that our travel experience is ultimately going to die as well. Because if we do nothing, ladies and gentlemen, I would venture that in a few years, every single destination we travel to will look like this. So at that point, my question is, why even travel? When every destination looks the exact same, literally, what's the point? Why would we even travel? Well, I don't know about you, but I like to travel. And I want to keep traveling, and I want local experiences to continue to color and shape these experiences for me and for the next generation of travelers. So what are we going to do about it? Believe it or not, it's actually harder than it should be to find local businesses that are worth supporting. Because again, quality and convenience is something that we're not willing to overlook. We're not willing to compromise. We want high-quality local businesses, and we want them in a convenient location. So I've done what I think is the first step by helping my fellow travelers identify the best local businesses all around the world to support. 18 months ago, I founded a company called Global Nomad Pass, which is the membership that rewards you for supporting local businesses all around the world. We partner with the world's best hidden gems, specifically cafes, restaurants, co-working spaces, accommodations, fitness studios, barbershops, salons, spas, and local experiences. Think of anything that you'd spend money on as a traveler except for your flight. And our model is very simple. Members who buy a Global Nomad Pass receive exclusive discounts at these local businesses, up to 50% off. In exchange, the local businesses get access to a stream of new customers that they would have never had access to if it wasn't for these customers discovering these local businesses through Global Nomad Pass. So it's a true win-win. Now, the way that the model is designed is that in each city that we operate in, we hire on-the-ground local teams because locals know their city best. When all of us travel and we look at TripAdvisor reviews or Google reviews to figure out where to sleep, where to eat, where to work, who wrote those reviews? Not locals. Tourists wrote those reviews. And so, of course, when we say we don't want to go to a tourist trap, well, where'd you find this place? On TripAdvisor. Yeah, other tourists went there. Of course it was a tourist trap. But locals don't go there. Locals don't write reviews. Locals have their recommendations up here. And so we've tapped into that insight. In each destination, we have local teams who curate their list of their favorite local hidden gems. But it's not just about curation. We go one step further. Our local teams actually negotiate directly with the business owners of these hidden gems what these exclusive discounts are. And these are not tourist traps because they have been personally vetted by locals who've actually been to these places and say, I'm a local, I live here, I go here, you should go here too. The way it works is the Global Nomad Pass membership takes the form of a wallet pass. You add it to your Apple Wallet or your Google Wallet. It's not an app. It's just like a boarding pass. You add to your wallet, and it stays on your phone for a year. It's an annual membership that costs $79 for the whole year, and it works all around the world. And the way it works is when you go to our website, globalnomadpass.com, you can see all the destinations we operate in and all the specific hidden gems and what the discounts actually are. And so you just go, and before you pay, you tell the staff member that you have a Global Nomad Pass, you show them your Global Nomad Pass wallet pass right there on the phone, and they apply the discount to your bill right then and there. You get the discount. You pay normally cash or card. So it's relatively easy for you. It's easy for the redemption process for the local business. And at the end of the day, this is more than just about discounts. It's about supporting local economies, and more importantly, it's about supporting people. It's about supporting local communities. Communities are made up of people. You know how they say, oh, you know what, it's not personal, it's just business. No, this is personal. Because when you support a local business, you support a person. You support a local owner. And in our network, we have some amazing owners with inspirational stories, like Haru in Tokyo, or Eddie in Bali, or Christina in Bansko, or Bao in Da Nang, or Anais in Lisbon, or Alan in Buenos Aires, or Erica in Budapest, or Halil in Antalya, or Jacqueline in Mexico City, or Rocco in Las Palmas. These are just 10 of the more than 500 local hidden gems that we have on Global Nomad Pass. And we're currently operating in 25 cities around the world, and we're always adding more cities. So the entire international coverage map of where you can use your Global Nomad Pass just actually grows day by day. But what about this city? What about this country? What about this destination? Well, earlier this summer, we partnered with our friends at Marketing Greece, and together we made Greece the first country in the world to launch a nationwide rewards program that specifically rewards remote workers when they come to Greece. And so the way that this program works is that the first 2,000 travelers who come to Greece to work remotely receive a free Global Nomad Pass. They do not have to pay the $79. And that Global Nomad Pass unlocks amazing discounts in 5 Greek cities and in the entire international coverage worldwide. So you can use your pass in Greece, and even after you leave Greece, you can continue to benefit from this, all courtesy of workfromgreece.gr. And so trivia question here, who can name the 5 Greek cities that you think Global Nomad Pass has expanded to? Anyone? Let's go, let's hear it. Close, not Heraklion, not Patras. Chania, okay, and? Ioannina, okay, fantastic. Okay, real quick, one person put your hand up, say all 5. Let's say we have a prize for the winner. Someone put your hand up, let's go. Okay, yes, you. No, last one, olives. Think of olives. Kalamata, great, round of applause for the winner. And we have a nice little prize over here for you. Evcharisto. Indeed, we have Athens, Chania, Ioannina, Kalamata, and Thessaloniki, where you can use your pass in addition to the 25 cities worldwide. But as an exclusive benefit of everyone being right here with your ticket to Athens Nomad Fest, you, along with Marketing Greece and Athens Nomad Fest, we've partnered to offer everyone here an exclusive benefit of a 1-year free Global Nomad Pass membership. So please scan that QR code if you haven't already, and make sure you get your pass. Now, when you scan the QR code, hit the green button and answer a few questions to be able to actually install the pass. Make sure you do this, guys. It is an incredible benefit. You're going to unlock amazing discounts in Greece and outside of Greece. Honestly, you can't go wrong with this, and it's free. And you're honestly going to have an amazing experience living in Greece, working in Greece, traveling like a local. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you will join me in supporting local businesses, supporting local owners, and supporting local economies one purchase at a time. Thank you. Evcharisto.
Test. Do we have any questions? It is now time for the Q&A. Yes.
Thank you.
It's a great question.
Thank you. Thank you.
Me too. Anyone else have any questions for Safir?
Hi, it's not a question again. It's how can we contribute as locals to making more suggestions about places to visit and.
I mean, that's an amazing question that is very relevant because we have launched in these 5 Greek cities, but we are actively looking to grow our footprint and bring on more local businesses. So please, find me. Let's exchange contact information. Would love to be able to work with you and anyone else who's interested in helping us grow and just benefiting more Greek local business owners. Yeah.
Amazing. Anyone else?
I think we had a question in the back there, yeah.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Have you ever read the book McDonaldization by George Ritzer?
Sorry, I couldn't understand.
It's a book called
Yeah.
McDonaldization. It's a really terrible word, but that's the name of his book. And
Okay.
it basically explains exactly what you're saying right now.
Yes.
Have you read it?
I have, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm very familiar with it.
I can see it in the entire presentation.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Anyone else?
I think we have a question over here.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Antonia. Wonderful presentation. I really like the concept of the company. And I'm wondering whether you've noticed any type of resistance from local communities in terms of joining or supporting, because many areas in different countries may be fed up of tourists and they don't want so many people to come around.
Yeah.
And if so, have you considered how you'd like to tackle this?
Yeah, fantastic question. So just to repeat the question for those who couldn't hear, the question was if we face any resistance from certain local businesses in different parts of the world who maybe don't want more tourists to come and are not interested in participating. So a couple of things to keep in mind here. Number one is it's actually free for the local businesses to join. We don't charge them a listing fee. We don't take a commission, a percentage, honestly, nothing at all like that. So what happens is they get to benefit from all the visibility and the awareness that we have. We'll promote them on Instagram. We write blogs about them, so it helps them with their SEO. I run a podcast. They come on my show. So there's a lot of visibility that they get totally for free. But it's a selective process. So not everyone who wants to be part of Global Nomad Pass can. We have a very strict set of criteria, and they've got to be selected. So for a lot of them, it's an honor to join. A lot of them, they take a lot of pride in displaying the best hidden gems sticker in their window. It's like an award for them. So we only work with partners who really share the vision that we have. We have seen certain businesses be a bit resistant to the concept, but it's actually not because they don't want necessarily tourists. Part of our selection process kind of caters for that these are local hidden gems. They want more foot traffic because they can't pay their staff, they can't pay their rent, so they really do benefit from this. If they're already established and they don't necessarily want more, that wouldn't even make it through our criteria of selection. But the resistance comes from a lot of times, some businesses actually just don't want to grow. They're like, we can't handle additional volume of people. And so maybe this is something that we'd have to grow into and look at this in a year or two from now. And we respect that. The model works because we partner directly with the business owners. I made a joke the other day, but it's actually not a joke. Every single one of the business owners, I have their personal contact information in my WhatsApp, and they can contact me directly, and they do. So I visit them personally. We have teams that visit them as well. It really is personal. And it's a partnership where we're doing whatever we can to help them grow, but on their terms. They set the discount values themselves. They can change it anytime they want. And so it really is about two-way communication, and we do what we can to help them grow, and they honor that at the ground level. So I think if we ever felt that resistance, it just wouldn't be a good fit for us. I hope that answered the question. Yeah. Awesome. Any other questions? No? Great. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate everyone's attention. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Safir.
Great. Thank you.
All right. Next on the stage is